You just feel pride. You feel pride in the organization because you see how they work throughout the week, over the off season.
Kyle Larson stole the victory from his Hendrick Motorsports teammate Alex Bowman with only 7 laps remaining at Homestead Miami Speedway. The race concluded with an unexpected twist of circumstances that kept viewers on the edge of their seats. But what Jeff Gordon revealed after the race was the true showstopper. Following the nail-biting conclusion, Jeff Gordon, Hendrick Motorsports vice chairman, provided his perspective on what happened in those important last moments. Larson won the Straight Talk Wireless 400 at Homestead Miami on lap 261 of 267, establishing it as an instant classic. Bowman, who was leading, clipped the wall in turn 4, allowing Larson to pass and win his 30th NASCAR Cup Series race. Perfect that last run? It was far from perfect, Bowman admitted. I gave up a spot and a half, almost 2 spots there, by getting in the wall too many times. I knew I wasn't going to get the best restart there. I knew I wasn't good on the short runs and just thought if I could hold off the 11 and the 45 behind me, I could get ringing the top in the 19 too. And then I got in the wall and let him by. But I just had to keep plugging away at what I know and what's good for me. The victory margin was 1.205 seconds, with Bowman finishing second, followed by Bubba Wallace, Chase Briscoe, and Denny Hamlin. This was Larson's second career Cup Series victory at Homestead and his first of the 2025 season. Bowman was clearly dissatisfied with his performance and didn't mince words. Was getting into the wall a little extra that did you in, or was there more to it? He was asked. Yeah, I guess I choked that one away for sure, Bowman replied. Just kind of burnt my stuff up. Saw the 5 coming, so moved around a little bit. Not when he passed me, but the time before that. I hit it pretty hard with the right front and ended up just bending something enough that I lost a lot of right front feel. And then I pulled it off the wall too far right there, and ended up hitting the fence pretty bad. Man, I hate that for this Alley 48 group. They deserved that. Jeff Gordon, who was watching from the 48 team's pit box, had a unique perspective on the final laps. His assessment of Larson's abilities at Homestead Miami stirred controversy within the NASCAR community. Go through it from your perspective. Yeah, I mean, I was sitting on the 48 box and they had a solid race, but, they kept themselves in it on pit road, obviously, with that number 1 pit stall. I think he was really, really tight most of the day, and they freed it up on that last one. And, lo and behold, here he goes taking the lead from Bubba. At that point, I didn't think anybody was going to catch him, maybe the 19. The 19 was looking pretty good and stalking the 23. But you just can't ever count out Kyle Larson, especially at this place. Gordon praised Larson's particular driving style, stating, "You could see some of the other guys starting to struggle a little bit, and his car just doesn't fall off when he puts it up on the fence the way he does." This endorsement from a racing legend like Gordon carries tremendous weight. With 93 Cup victories under his belt, Gordon knows what it takes to win at NASCAR's highest level. Larson's triumph is even more impressive given the challenges he faced during the race. Larson had his work cut out for him right immediately, beginning in 14th place. Josh Berry's number 21 Ford collided with Larson's car on pit road, making his challenge even more tough. The impact ripped a massive hole in Larson's car. As crew chief Cliff Daniels later said, basically there's a vent in front of the exhaust exit on the rocker panel, and the vent was knocked out. Even more of a hole was kind of opened up there, which I knew was going to be bad for downforce. I knew it was going to be bad for speed. The damage was significant, measuring around 6 inches tall by 10 inches long. Despite this setback, Daniels made the critical decision to maintain his track position instead of pitting for repairs. When I was calling us into pit to fix it, we were coming to one to go to choose, and I knew that was really going to put us way behind the field. Coming to the green, I elected just to take the chance of keeping the track position and keeping the car out there. This gamble paid out magnificently. Larson admitted that his performance wasn't always steady throughout the race, but he understood he wasn't particularly good on short runs. Later, he admitted that he ran into the wall too much when running the high line. Larson's win at Homestead Miami was particularly meaningful because he was attempting to accomplish a rare NASCAR triple-header sweep. Larson, who won the Craftsman truck race on Friday and led 132 of 201 laps in Saturday's Xfinity Series race, finished fourth, was hoping to join Kyle Busch as the first driver to sweep all 3 NASCAR National Series races in the same weekend. Busch accomplished this feat twice at Bristol Motor Speedway, in 2010 and 2017. Although Larson fell 1 race short of a sweep, Gordon praised his weekend performance. Any chance at that? Yeah, I think you want that for him. I think, especially at a track like this, the way it started on Friday. You'd certainly like to see him accomplish it because he's deserving of it, but it also goes to show you how hard it is to do. Larson will have another opportunity to complete the sweep in Bristol next month. While much attention was drawn to Larson's victory, Gordon also provided an astute analysis of Alex Bowman's race and season progression. Bowman began on pole and led for 43 laps before making a late mistake that cost him the victory. But what have you seen out of him and Blake to start this season? Despite coming up 1 spot short today, what have you seen from them early this year? Yeah, and I think this performance all weekend, to have that solid of a weekend, pole, pit stops were great. They were basically in the top 5 all day long, led a bunch of laps. To be leading at the end, contending, that does a lot for a race team. Gordon underlined the energy that has developed inside Bowman's squad since late 2024. I think we saw the momentum building with that team last year, at the end of last year. You just hope they can build on that and carry it into the season. And I think they have, but you've got to get the results. So I think today was an important day for them, and I think you'll see that create quite a spark. Meanwhile, another important drama unfolded when Ryan Blaney, the 2023 Cup champion who had led 124 laps and won Stage 1, suffered a catastrophic engine failure with 60 laps remaining. "I didn't have any warning," Blaney told reporters. "It just laid over when I got back to wide open down the front, and that was all she wrote." The incident sent a dense cloud of smoke across the track, forcing an extensive cleanup. Blaney finished outside of the top 25 for the 3rd time in a row, and his engine failed twice in 3 races. "It just stinks," Blaney said. Led a lot of laps. Lost a little bit of track position there with some stuff on pit road, but got back to 3rd. "It was a great race between me, Bubba, and Larson. It was going to be a heck of a battle the last 60 laps or so, but it just didn't really work out for us." As the NASCAR season progresses, Larson's victory at Homestead solidifies his standing as a title contender, while Bowman, Blaney, and the rest of the field look forward to their next opportunity. What are your opinions on Gordon's stunning comments? Let me know in the comments section below.